the oldest running motorsport event in the UK, but thousands of people are now worried it may never be held again.
Last year, the Brighton speed trials were cancelled after the death of a competitor in 2012, and so far the City Council hasn't accepted an application to host it this year. Well, our reporter Charlie Rose is in Brighton for us now. Charlie.
Yes, John, back in October, Brighton Hove City Council sent this email to the chairman of the Brighton Hove Motor Club, and in it said it did not want to take the booking for the speed trial event for 2014, but since then the motor club has gathered an 8,000 strong petition in support of getting this year's event back on track. So could we now see a change of heart from the council?
The accent was very much on acceleration in the national speed trials on Brighton Park.
It's been part of Brighton for well over a century. But last year's speed trials were cancelled following the death in 2012 of a competitor. Charlotte Tagg was fatally injured when her motorcycle sidecar hit a wall at 100 miles an hour. Rider Roger Hollingshead suffered serious injuries. A jury inquest returned a verdict of accidental death. Now safety concerns have led to fears that this year's event will also be a non-starter.
It's just such a historic event and draws huge crowds into Brighton. Well, it'll have a dramatic effect on the club's finances, obviously, for a start. Also, it's our premier event. We do run other events, but there's the Brighton National Speed Trials, and so many clubs come down for that it would be devastating for it not to run again.
Brighton and Hove City Council says Madeira Drive doesn't have a good surface for high speeds, and it has a responsibility for making sure events in the city are safe.
It's nothing to do with being anti-car or anti-vehicle. This is done purely, and the recommendation is being made purely on safety grounds.
But the Brighton and Hove Motor Club says the event sticks to the Motorsport Association's strict rules of safety. So far, more than 8,500 people have signed an online petition to get the council to agree to run the event and keep this part of Brighton's history alive.
Yes, and those first speed trials were all the way back in 1905 and saw 3 world records broken. As for this year's event, a final decision is expected on the 23rd of January.
And we'll be reporting it. Thanks very much indeed, Charlie. Now to the story of